InnerQuest explores various pathways through which you can connect with the infinite wisdom of the universe and apply it to personal, professional, and spiritual growth. This program, featuring accomplished practitioners, educators, and authors, is provided by Infinity Foundation, an innovative center for holistic studies and research. We invite you to share this journey with us.
Hello, welcome to InnerQuest. My name is Jay, your host for today, and our guest is Barbara B.J. Sadtler. Welcome, Barbara.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, let me introduce our guest. Barbara, or she prefers BJ, uses the ancient tools of yoga, meditation, and the Mayan sacred calendar to help spiritual seekers find their soul's purpose. BJ holds a master's in integral health, writes and teaches prolifically, and divides her time between Chicago and Central America. Barbara, can you tell our audience what is the Mayan calendar?
Well, the Mayans had 20 calendars altogether, and they interweave, they intermingle with each other.
Why so many calendars?
Well, the Maya were fascinated with time. It was part of life. Time was part of life. And if you were in synchrony with the calendars, you had an abundant life, a secure life. So they devised many calendars. Some of them we don't even know to this day exactly how they were used, but several of them we do know about. And that information is just now coming into the Western world.
And how did you get started with Mayan calendars?
I showed up in Tikal on the day of the tsunami, which was the day after Christmas in 2005. Tikal is a sacred site in the northern part of Guatemala. And I was forever changed. When you go to some of these sacred sites, it resonates differently with different people.
And did the people in Tikal know about the tsunami?
We did not know until the next day, but it was uncanny to me to know that from where we were, if you looked at a globe and drilled a hole from Tikal all the way through our planet, you would come out on the other side where the tsunami hit on the other side of the world. And that just seemed uncanny to me.
Mm-hmm. And so why should someone be interested in the Mayan calendar?
Well, the Maya were a very, very advanced civilization. They flourished in the early hundreds AD, and they were master mathematicians, astronomers, astrologers, architects, and they were in tune with some degree of wisdom that typically you wouldn't think of in the Americas. You would only think of it perhaps in the East, in China or India.
And are Mayas a type of Indian?
They are indigenous people to Central America.
And so they're in many different countries?
They predominantly are in Guatemala.
Mm-hmm.
60% of the population of Guatemala is Maya, is indigenous. And you'll find them also in Salvador, in Mexico, in Belize, and then of course they've migrated, immigrated, I should say, to other parts of the world. And there are a number of them right here in Chicago.
Now, you're teaching a class. Unfortunately, the show will probably air after the class, but I'm sure you'll have a good class and you'll want to teach again at Infinity. What do you teach in your class?
Well, I have two main modules. The first one deals with the Mayan calendars that are focused on epochs of time, enormous amounts of time. And one of those is said to end on 2012, the year 2012. That's the one that's gotten a lot of media press, and a movie was made about it last November. It came out.
What was the name of the movie?
2012.
Oh, I saw the movie.
It
with
was
John
kind of
Cusack, wasn't it?
It was
a local boy.
Yeah, it was a doomsday movie.
Yes.
And one of the